listen guys, there were 3 things that were super influential when it comes to my personal growth journey. Now, everyone's personal growth journey is going to be different. Everyone is going to find that one thing that's really going to propel them to the next level. And for me, it was 3 things that really allowed me to stay focused on what's bringing me the most value in my life, what is stopping me or holding me back from getting to the next level. And when I talk about these 3 things, these are 3 things. 2 of them are pretty simple, are very self-explanatory, and are things that everyone knows that they should do. But one of these things was actually, at the time, I didn't realize how big of an impact it was making on not only my personal growth journey, but my money, my mental health, my ability to stay loyal to the boundaries that I was creating for myself and for others that were impacting my growth. So the first one, and the most important one is, before I tell it to you, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video. It's good for the algorithm. To be completely honest with you guys, I'm trying to monetize the channel. We're about 1,000 watch hours away from being monetized. So if you have not already hit subscribe, hit the like button, share this YouTube video, maybe drop a comment. It would be greatly appreciated. Here we go. So the first thing that was super influential along my personal growth journey that allowed me to level up really freaking quick was waking up earlier. Guys, it's pretty self-explanatory. If you wake up earlier, you're getting more time in the day. Like, think about this. If you wake up 2 hours earlier every single day, that's 1/12 of your entire day, right? 2 hours divided by 24 is 1/12. If you do that every single day for an entire year, you're basically adding an entire month to your life each and every single year. So for every year that goes by, you now have 13 months as opposed to everyone else's 12 months. So that's why waking up earlier is really, really important, because it gives you more time throughout the day. Now, what are you going to do with this time? Let's say you usually wake up at 8 a.m. and now you're going to wake up at 6 a.m. Well, from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m., you could do things like exercise. You can do things like meditate, read, pray. You can work on your budget. You can work on your side hustle. You can work on projects. You can do the things that you don't necessarily have time for in your workday. If you wake up at 8:30 and then you have to be at work at 9, and then you get out of work at 5, and then you got to eat and you got to exercise and you got to take your dog out and you got to prepare for the next day, you don't really have a lot of time for this personal growth, for this inner work type stuff. So it's really important to get all that stuff done in the very, very beginning of the day. So what have I done? Well, now I wake up about 5:30 in the morning. I perfectly, serendipitously, and ironically enough, I am now working with a client in person who I meet with every day at 6:30. So now from 5:30 to 6:30, I meditate, I journal, I write down my goals for the day, and then at 6:30, I go and meet my client. But from 2017 to 2019, I woke up at 4:30 a.m. pretty much every single day for 2 years straight. What did I do at 4:30 in the morning? Well, I woke up at 4:30, I would meditate, I would be at the gym at 5 when it opens. I would work out from 5 to like 6 a.m. And then at 6:15 a.m., I would go to Starbucks. I would listen to Gary Vee podcasts. I would post ads on Facebook because I'm a real estate agent and that's how I would generate leads. And then I would get all my goal planning done. And getting all this stuff done before 8 a.m. was amazing, because then from 8:30 till 4 o'clock, I was able to grind in real estate. And then at around 4:15, 4:30, I would go to my second job. So it was pretty much necessary if I wanted to be able to work 12 hours every single day. And if I wanted to continue to focus on the inner work that I was seeing results from, guys, like reading books and listening to podcasts and meditating and prayer and journaling and goal setting. These are the things that we got to do each and every single day. Okay, it's okay to skip one day. It's okay to maybe skip 2, but these are things that we got to do each and every single day for the rest of our lives if we want to continue to grow. Because remember, if you're not growing, you're dying. All right, step number 2, or should I say the second personal growth non-negotiable that has really helped me level up, and it goes without being said, but physical exercise. Guys, I have ran 3 full Ironmans in my life, and before that, I was not even a runner. I could barely run a mile. I kid you not. A little backstory. Back in August of 2020, I was working with a client, and his goal was to run a sub 8-minute mile. And I said, dude, you could probably do that right now. Just tie your shoes. We'll run this together virtually over the phone. Well, he ended up running an 8-minute and 2-second mile. He's like, Zach, that's incredible. I didn't think I was able to do that. I've already pretty much reached my goal. Thank you so much for the help. And I was like, dude, that's awesome. I'm so happy for you. This is just the first week of us working together, and I can't wait to see where your progress goes from here. Well, after that, I decided, why don't I level up my fitness? Why don't I level up my ability to achieve amazing things? Because guys, in life, like, we always have to focus on the next mountain to climb. Just because you have a little bit of money in your pocket, just because you have a somewhat successful business, just because you have a decent amount of followers on Instagram, doesn't mean that you should be content with where you're at. We should always strive to be better. 1% better each and every single day. So what did I do? I should have took it 1% better, but I took it like 50% better. And I went from not really running to signing up for an Ironman triathlon. Now, if you don't know what an Ironman triathlon is, it's a 140.6 mile race. It's a triathlon. You swim 2.4 miles, you bike 112 miles, and then you run a 26.2 mile marathon all in one day without any breaks. So it's about a 17-hour race for the people like myself that are in the bottom 5%. Even though I do these races, I am not by any means a professional. I am not by any means fast. I am not in the top 50 of the finishers. I'm not in the top 75% of the finishers. I'm not even in the top 90% of the finishers. I am at the bottom of the pack. Okay. But because I'm at the bottom of the pack, that doesn't mean that I'm not good enough to be there. No, I've accomplished 2 of them. I failed one of them because my bike broke 10 miles into the race. I was stuck in one gear for 102 miles, and I came in 5 minutes too slow. And the rules in Ironman, they're very black and white. You either make the cutoff time or you miss the cutoff time. It doesn't matter if you are 20, 90, if you have 2 legs, if you have 1 leg. If you don't make the cutoff time, you're done. So physical exercise has really helped me level up, and I'll tell you exactly why. Well, number 1, my energy levels are now through the roof because I have a lot of endorphins running through my body, adrenaline running through my body, and because all of that, at the end of the night, when it's time to finally go to sleep, I fall asleep extremely quickly and I get high quality sleep. So exercise is not only good for your physical body when you're awake, but it's also really good for your physical body when you are asleep. So I'm not going to go too much into this. I think it goes without being said that physical exercise is extremely important. And if you want to continue to level up and you want to continue to go extremely fast and shorten the learning curve on your personal growth journey, you have to exercise daily. This is a non-negotiable. Now we're going to get to the third thing that leveled me up on my personal growth journey, and you're going to really like this one. Last but not least, the third personal growth strategy that I implemented into my life that yielded incredible results without me even realizing it, guys. This one was huge for me. This one is something that I still do each and every single day today. And this is what I'm going to continue to do for the rest of my life. I know you guys have been waiting for number 3, and this is why you're sticking around to the end of the YouTube video. But if you have not already, go ahead and hit subscribe, like the video, drop a comment, share it with your friend. It's really good for the algorithm, and I really appreciate it. Here we go. The third thing that I did that really leveled me up was, instead of listening to music, I listened to audiobooks. Now, at the time, I didn't even realize how much I was learning while I was driving in my car on my way to appointments, listening to books about consciousness, listening to books about personal finance, listening to books about marketing and sales. But then I started applying it to my life, and I started to get more clients, and I started to make more money, and I started to get happier, and I started to be in better shape. And I started to realize that, oh my God, I have been spending so many hours listening to music about drugs and guns and jewelry and fancy cars that I should have been listening to educational podcasts and audiobooks. Guys, it was 2021 It was May 2021. So 2 years ago that I started to really become more aware of all the skills I was able to sharpen just by replacing music with audiobooks. And then I met a really good friend of mine. His name is Ahmed. Shout out to Ahmed. And we did a competition of who can listen to more audiobooks throughout the month. And if you don't already have Audible, go ahead and get Audible. It's Amazon app, and it records and tracks how many hours you've listened to Audible. At this point, I am in the top category of listeners because I've listened to multiple days and I think weeks of listening time on Audible. I've listened to hundreds of books, and I listen to about 1 hour of audiobooks every single day. So our goal, mine and Ahmed, was to listen to 30 hours of audiobooks each and every single month. Now, you can kind of see how replacing music with education would benefit you, right? Well, you really don't realize how impactful this is going to be until you start to realize that, oh my God, I just did the things that I learned about and it's helped my life. But music doesn't bring any value to your life. Listening to Taylor Swift or Lil Baby or Drake, yes, it might sound good. Yes, it might feel good, but that's not bringing any value to your life. If you want to be a freaking savage on your personal growth journey, and if you want to continue to make more money, be in the best shape of your life, be the happiest you've ever been, and make the most out of your life, you have to stop listening to this shitty rap music and start listening to audiobooks and educational podcasts. This is what's going to get you to the next level. All right. So I want to encourage you, download Audible today. I don't have a promo code. Let's do a few books, and I'm going to give you some suggestions. The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Atomic Habits by James Clear. Essentialism by Greg McKeown. Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Untethered Soul by Michael Singer. Listen, the list goes long. The list goes on. And I'll drop some more of my favorite books in the comments. But guys, these are the 3 things that I did to level up my personal growth journey. Number 1, waking up earlier. Number 2, daily exercise. Number 3, replacing music with audiobooks and educational podcasts. Thank you guys so much for watching this YouTube video in its entirety. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And I'm basically on my knees begging for this right now. Have an amazing day, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next video.